Welcome back to Tales from my collection. Judge people to improve them, not to humiliate them. When you judge someone, you create an everlasting impression about them. Judging a person without knowing the truth can put you in trouble. Before you assume, learn the facts. Before you judge, understand why. Before you hurt someone, feel. Before you speak, think. Just remember that sometimes the way you think about a person is not the way they actually are. There is a story behind every person. There is a reason why they are the way they are. Think about that before you judge someone. Now, over to the story. One evening, a young man came to a restaurant to have a meal. The owner had a conversation with the young man and thereby found out that he was saving hard to bring his family to the city to give them a better life. He had an aged mother, wife, and 2 young sons. He wanted to give his sons good education to help them lead a better life. He had just reached the city and had found a job in a mechanic shop, and it fetched him very little money. So, he decided to have just one meal a day, which would cost him only a few cents. The restaurant owner got impressed with his hard work, sincerity, and his family values. He encouraged the young man and wrapped the meal for him. The owner would personally take the man's order and charged him 50 cents per meal. This continued for several years. Every evening, when he went to the restaurant to get his meal, he would chat with the owner, who always encouraged him and also inquired about his family. This made them very close and friendly. One evening, the young man came to the restaurant with a smile on his face, as he had bought a modest house in a good neighborhood with a good school suitable for his children. He had sent for his family to join him. On hearing this, the owner felt very happy and congratulated him. The young man then told him that he was in a good mood and wanted to celebrate. So, he wanted to spend an entire $5 on his meal that evening. The restaurant owner agreed that he very much deserved that, and as usual wrapped up his meal and gave it to him. The man happily took the pack and went home. When he reached home, he opened his meal pack but was shocked to see the same type of food that he had been eating every day for the last 6 years. He was disappointed as he had been looking forward to a feast to celebrate his big achievement. He felt that he deserved something better that day. He was mad at the restaurant owner and felt that the owner had robbed his money and felt cheated by his good friend. He immediately rushed to the restaurant to make his complaint. But since the owner had already left, he had to speak to a staff whom he was familiar with. He told the staff that they had given him the food pack, which he used to purchase for 50 cents, even after paying $5. To this, the staff replied that it was the most expensive meal and it costed $5. It was then the young man realized that he had not been cheated by his friend. In fact, the restaurant owner had been giving him their best meal, which cost $5, for mere 50 cents for 6 long years. He felt ashamed of himself for having thought that his good friend had cheated him. He realized that it was a misunderstanding and turned to leave quickly to hide the tears in his eyes. The staff called him from behind and told him that The owner knew that he would come back and requested the staff to hand over a bag to him. The young man opened the bag and was surprised to find all the money that he had spent at the restaurant for his meal all these years. Unable to hold back his tears, he sat down on a bench and wept, feeling ashamed of himself for having made a judgment quite early, before knowing the truth. He had actually repaid the owner's kindness with suspicion and anger. He failed to understand that the owner was actually helping him all these years. We need to be patient and learn to appreciate the goodness and kindness shown to us by others. So, judge right. People are too quick to pass judgment. It is easy to judge. It is more difficult to understand because it requires patience, compassion, and a willingness to do so. Make sure that you never judge someone without knowing the whole story. You may think that you understand, but in reality, you don't. Open-minded people do not impose their beliefs on others. They accept that we all have different perspectives about life. Instead of trying to judge and trying to figure out if someone deserves something, try to lift the fallen and restore the broken and try to heal the one who is hurt. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.